sudah. Udah. Lah berempat partiannya.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gavin, the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout.
Oke, bisa mulai.
If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Run like the wind. We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Safe.
Ada sih side questnya.
Tell us about Yod. Hey, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Ini ada sopan sama.
All right. I do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme.
Iya. Lu base gua merah nih.
And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Camber next. But no, my luck, The old place be crawling with the works before he'd even sight me store. Opportunity to mint gil, that is. So, where to?
Sepatu tuh kayak
You're in.
The flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter.
Iya, ada itu mana? Udah berubah dah.
I'll go.
Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Darahnya.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
We're here in time. Farewell.
Raise in page.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Biar lebih terus. Oh iya.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it. You seem...
You must have me confused.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there, in Cosnis, when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith, when you killed my commander!
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just...
Iya, kita pergi kambing. Marah banget kawan. Terus quest dulu. Ini ya. Lah deket kambing ternyata. Potion kan?
Let's go.
Yeah!
Minggir.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
I can walk from here.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Are you buying or selling? Go safely.
Mahal banget. Nah kan udah deket.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. It's a hard time, but...
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch.
You wouldn't happen to know if the pieces that were stolen from my store were recovered, would you? They were irreplaceable.
Hilang semua piring. Goods.
Could be I know something more. What's it worth to you?
I've got 100 gil and... Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me, the feeling bold, traveler. I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right.
You too, Goots.
The finest cell swords in store.
If only everyone here didn't have to look so...
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping What a mess.
It has long been my habit to keep a watchful eye on the comings and goings around Dalamil. I shall continue to do so, that our people might be warned of any further
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I...
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Dia healer langsung.
farewell.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even...
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Cupu ambing. Oh, dia yang orang.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt. Kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Ini dia.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally...
Gooch, you... If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
Angry bitchy good kambing.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now...
Oh iya, matanya si Nanyai.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old wet legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the wet legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Hilangin mata satunya.
If you ever do that again, I'll whip you.
Ya, nggak realistis sih dong.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the...
I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil.
Of course.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Bikin harga potionnya turun, iya nggak apa-apa ini. 41.
Let me tell you...
All right.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold stick. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies. Stabbed my every client in the back. Made myself the most hated woman. But then one day, said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of...
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint Gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the Twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than Gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up.
Gitu deh, ketemu lawannya.
Clive. If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. that all?
Ini. Mana ya ini sih? Hujan dulu nih, keren nih. Out bidan.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days.
Once upon a time, there was a man who went to market to buy a bushelful of Gizal greens.
To the meadows, then.
He said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
Easy peasy.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. Safe. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe.
Seems the hideaway's lost its... So,
I did.
And what precisely will I...
Blueback wyvern liver.
Ah, now then. You stay right where you are. Let's hope these grand old chef... And here we have it. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than...
So...
What? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss. It is a tour de force.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's...
Decent. It's remarkable. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women?
I'll give it some thought.
Langsung diburu naganya.
Martha's got a big heart. It's a pity there's so many who are happy to take advantage of it.
Have you heard the latest from Twinside? That the Empress is no more?
Never trust now. Very good news, I say.
My lord Marquis, I am Sebastian, steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the... And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left storm, the subsequent darkening, the gears of governance, the realm. Your lord uncle, however...
That sounds like quite the undertaking. Alas.
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword. Yet in these dark times, even that...
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know...
One I sent to investigate.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Thank you, my lord.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping them.
Are you looking for something in particular? Thank you for your custom.
We haven't seen the last of those bastards. But when they attack again, we'll be ready for them.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
And maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you...
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors.
To me, please!
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but...
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before?
Many times. I was...
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment.
I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the...
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of the...
Not at all. No. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at North Regions. There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Faster!
Siapa nih?
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Udah gini dia rame nggak sendiri kan?
Make for the town while you can.
Trader.
There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale. Which is more than can be said for you. Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gate.
The garrison have their hands. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even... When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, if you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the...
I shall return to... But allow me to...
Don't thank me.
I suppose he'll be one. I shall send a Pistolus as soon as I...
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Of trade speaking.
I only happen to be in the right. They both seem to think the realm's...
I am afraid that Grim would be put... Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's will.
As it is mine.
I will see that your Lord Uncle is made aware of the situation in both Dalmekia and Sanbrek. And inform him of your timely assistance.
Satu balik ke misi utama. Buset.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us! We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity!
Quite.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Gila tuh pintu gede beneran.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Well...
Opportunity beckon. Is that blade for hire?
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are...
How do you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it... Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast... Now, that would fetch such Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right.
Of course, leave tape. I eagerly await your safe.
Ada ini boxnya.
These inquiries been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed. Can't blame the beasts for being on edge.
You there! Finally.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the student...
The university?
Yes, in my heyday, no obstacle could have... The answers I seek lying just beyond... Would you to an old man
Climb this...
And... some... Three of them, to be precise. One each to the north, south, and east. I'm here, namely, the otherwise
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfect.
Remember what you can.
Ini kan
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Have you noticed the elders?
Not a scratch on them.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dharma.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
ini orang Blair di mana dai? Mountain of Christ.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
How are those new boots treating you?
The engravings were in good...
Oh, would that I could have come. Don't tease. Let's start with...
Ah. Gua ngebaca.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendant, but whatever could have driven the engraving...
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, or...
No doubt you're right. This is...
Children of the... That's all three.
And so, we add 3 guardians of the mother. Little wonder it was so... Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among...
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by...
Ini dikasih apa nih? Cool. Jauh banget. Sebelah kanan deh, badan.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
Bukan sini. Siapa yang itu?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
The free cities and the sea.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Are you sure this is the right way?
Sini. Bonti.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Faster!
Ada. Oh, ada kan terus lagi.
Straight home now.
Si kambing di depan gerbang.
Good girl. Be safe.
You lost, stranger. Wherever you're headed, it's back the way you came.
Come on. You deserve a rest. Maybe. But it looks like there's still plenty of fighting in yet. This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better. Here's your...
I worried you might...
Saya dikasih ini barang sentuh lo.
Clearly, my trust join me as my honored partner.
I don't plan on making...
Very well. Do not allow me to keep you...
Dikasih kulit nih.
free cities and a sea.
Ambrosia won't help me here. Come on.
Yeah!
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
Kambing tak semua jalan.
Ready, go?
All right.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Hancur katanya.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Jaknya semua duitnya. Ini siapa nih? Loh, udah banyak nih sih.
What's happened?
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, it just so happens that right at this very...
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been... Precisely.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, so we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. And we believe we have found one. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out...
And so we seek the aid of...
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed?
Of course. Leave everything with me. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right... Roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft.
All right.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Let's go.
Mana?
This must have been a nice place once.
Will be again.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat.
What the button? Push it. Sekarang bisa. Bisa.
Faster!
Is something the matter, Thea?
Quiet. Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlog?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise...
Don't let me keep... but Clive. She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you...
All right. Eloise.
Thank you, Clive. Here. Some. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help.
I'm not sure I do. But...
You wanted to talk?
Sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium.
I don't think I've heard.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now. And judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserved. I won't let her give up on her dreams. She freed me from my bonds. And she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, these bearers aren't going... That's a job for the Crimson Caravan. This could well be the last commission the Crimson Caravans undertakes. Under present management, at least. But don't tell my sister I said that, will you?
Bener.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't there.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear, as you know, our time grows short. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally...
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. And I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really?
It is the one and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that the people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales.
Understood.
Then the last of my preparations, and may Griga guide us. All of us. Those who cannot join us in the coming fight are gathered at Gotan's Bales. I would ask that you see them to safety.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Girls.
Ready, go? Back to the stables, girl. Everyone. Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for... We owe him our lives. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get...
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about that. We can't let Quinton...
All right. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what...
Run like the wind. This won't be easy. use calling Ambrosia now. Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Mampus suka nanti.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be...
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is really a guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Finished.
Terlentu.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing. All my plans. Building a haven in Lost. It was all for this. At what is my faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You?
And so are you. It's Lostwing.
What?
Iya.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool.
Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Over here! And another! Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here.
That's Quinton ini.
I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the...
Is lost.
The flood has...
I see. Then all is astray.
No, Master Quentin.
Why? All that I strove for, I have nothing that...
Well, the heck are you? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, can't we just go back?
Your work ain't over. We believed that you were the right man to lead.
Your village may be lost, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? Why would anyone...
Because we're family.
Family?
Yeah. And all Lostwing weren't just of it.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new...
A fresh start. One life ends, and another. Why just a village? What's to stop?
That's the must.
Please. I am nobody's man. Quentin will suffice, after all. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after...
I'll pretend you never...
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our...
A bottle or two of your finest red.
Of course. And I have a feeling that this year, if you don't mind waiting...
I look forward to it.
Begini.
I'd have followed Quentin to that manor if I could have done.
Quentin's gonna build us new Lost Wing, and I'm gonna help.
We may be battered, but we won't stop.
I made sure our fallen comrades were laid to rest.
Ah, Clive.
Oh?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the last... Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't that, but we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could, but where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough, which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
It's no but.
Thank you.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything, but what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved.
I suppose you...
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to there. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those men.
And I know them. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So Wade.
And you, Lord
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us. And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if, with you beside us, we shall soon
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and make sure I'm not taken on.
I can't ask you to bear all that.
The Akashic are the bigger risk.
Well, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for...
No need, my lord.
All right.
We shall see you there.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes to... Any more surprises? I'll take that.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Akashic.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be It might be best to send word for them to come right away. Before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me.
Sometime later.
Home. No. We're the masters now.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashic in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned. It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar.
Of course.
I'll let Martha know that if you need anything more.
And we will, my lord.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Comanda.
Ah, there. Sir Wade, what's all this? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is, you did it.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Sir Wade said there's plenty bad...
Did Wade say that?
Well, something. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but there's the way I see it. Now, if it's food, or lumber, or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Yeah. Nggak ada siapa-apa. Banyak banget tuh kuning-kuningnya tuh.
Canva's walls will not hold the Akashic Horde for long. We can only hope they hold it for long enough.
Did you see that?
Sip dulu dah.
Tell me you saw that.
Lawson Sanbuko.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Were it not for the Undying's aid, I would be long dead. Grant them your trust, and they will repay you with their loyalty.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
My Lord Marquis, that some of my fellow Guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for...
It's true.
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away.
Oscar, I'd like...
But my training is not yet...
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters. Rebuild her home.
Thank you.
Sekarang ini ya. Ribuan di mana langsung Sanbuko. Lanjut ntar. Besok bentar.